Joyful Danish. Stay human. Is it even still possible to stay human? Maybe. It's not too late. Hello guys. Welcome. I'm your host, Daniel, and this is the very first episode of Joyful Danish. How to stay human in tech. More specifically, web3. So this show is about the stuff that no one talks about in crypto and web3 in general. Burnout, anxiety, identity shifts, and how to come back to your sane self. How do you stay human, you know? And this is an invitation. Come for the self-care strategies, health secrets, longevity hacks, and stay for the real talk. I'm Daniel. I'm a psychomotor therapist. I have a degree in this from 2021 from Denmark. And I've been a crypto coach and a crypto therapist. I remember this comedian said it pretty funnily enough that, you go to coaching. That's for the people that don't want to admit they go to therapy. And I could kind of see where he was getting at. But I would like to share lessons from my crypto clients, interview guests from the web3 space, and bring tools to improve your well-being in web3 and life. So it's where kind of coaching meets therapy, markets meets mindsets, and growth meets humor. Otherwise it gets too boring, you know? And have guests appearance sometimes, stories and strategies that make your health in crypto feel a little bit more human. It's important, right? But why another show? Anyone have a talk show? Anyone can do that. Sure, but I just observed for years, because I actually been in the crypto space. I got introduced back in 2018, and since I always kind of been a therapist, people could easily open up and talk with me. And that was also the case when I came to different crypto events. One thing was when people were in a group, we had one kind of conversation, and then when I got them one-to-one, that was suddenly a different case. They tend to share stuff that was kind of tough, you know? And I could kind of sense that this was some things that maybe had packed in and hold within for quite some time. And I could see that, alright, I mean, these are clearly, many of them at least, the people I've met, are people that never considered therapy or any kind of support in their lives in this more personal way before. So I thought, okay, I have a degree in tools and practical tools as well. That's the thing. It's never going to be just a 1 hour talk about whatever. It's a mix of knowledge for your head and experience for your body. So I mix it. And I actually use a book, a playbook with my clients as well. So people who buy 5 sessions or more, I include this 500 plus pages crypto people's health playbook. And that's basically all my tools, all my knowledge, and also I keep adding more knowledge and experience, because what it also, for example, includes is actually not just general stress signs, because that can happen to anyone, sure, and we should be aware of that, and how can we cope with that. So that's important. So that's also what I'll love and hope, that this will be a space that this could be happening. What's your health secrets? How do you cope with this? Do you have certain longevity hacks? Like, what do you do, you know? Because one of the main things that actually our number one cause for aging is stress. If you live too much of a stressful life, that only ramps up the intensity of the aging process in your body. So many people I have seen tend to forget that when they talk about high risk, high reward strategy, it will also equal high stress. So what I've started to do for the last couple of years actually is I have mapped out the different stress signs that can occur in a bear market, but also in a bull market. Of course, that's a way bigger of a topic to unfold here, but just to make it a little bit of a tease of what is in store for you if you want to find out, is this for me and could this be interesting? Well, hear me out. Here are some of the topics from the book, and let's see what you think about it, please comment or interact with me if you have any thoughts or ideas or feedback. But bear market stress signs, bull market stress signs, investment decisions that calms or stress, how to train your nervous system, easy mode and hard mode, how to feed your easy mode and hard mode, how to prevent addictive behavior, even though of course none of this is financial advice or health advice that should be overthrowing whatever you hear from your general practitioner. So yeah, we should all just be better to actually take responsibility for our health and well-being. And these are certainly ideas and suggestions and different perspectives on how you actually could consider certain intervention strategies and coping strategies. I also have, for example, crypto security and self-custody, crypto and AI scams, checklist for crypto projects, because again, that's the other thing that you often hear. Like it's a one-man army, but you have to figure everything out for yourself, and that's not always easy. So get this, many times I've heard that people say like, yeah, but I mean, I don't know, but I think this could be interesting, but do your own research. Right, but how do you even do that, What do you look for and so on? So that's in there as well. Several pages. Everything is in tablet format though. These 500 pages are mostly only tablet formats. So it's very easy to it's like a short form video, but in text form. So with the checklist, for example, it's overall one box down the line of often a good sign, and on the other next to that box column often a bad sign. So again, it's really a balance, to not really giving any financial advice or health advice, but simply giving more educational foundation for people to take better financial decisions, more balanced, and improve their state that they're taking these decisions from. I also have economic guidance and office exercises, training type, and motivation types, and how you can improve your focus and flow improvement, because that's the key thing. Often there will be different signs where you start to notice, okay, my body actually, or my nervous system actually signals me that this is too much now. I have overloaded my system. So what can I do? So that's basically kind of what I help people with. In my profession, the key thing is actually, one of the key methods is body awareness training. Awareness in general is actually key, but body awareness is slightly different, in the form of you learn how to distinguish what is a feeling and what is a physical sensation, because sometimes people don't they mix it up, and that sometimes make things more confusing. So through practical exercises, again, knowledge for our heads and experience for our body, that is the key thing of this body dynamic that I work with in psychomotor therapy, psyche and motor. So body and mind connection. But I try to translate that into crypto scenarios and the related mentality into that space, so it makes a more practical sense to adapt and integrate. But that's also why I do the exercises with people. And again, that they're going to have this playbook as well if they buy 5 sessions or more, because in that way there's a lot of content. I mean, over 500 pages. It's quite a lot, you know. And again, there's so much knowledge here. It's crazy. But again, presented in a way that you actually can use it, you know. It needs to have some kind of practical value. That's kind of been my key focus along making all this material. And I must say, I'm kind of impressed that it actually got so wild that it expanded to over 500 pages. It's insane. But I can just see, moving on to the next key question that you may be thinking, but why another show and a talk show and whatnot? Well, I could just observe nobody was focusing on this. And mapping out all these different stress signs is actually quite unique. I've never seen this been done before, and I just felt that this was actually needed. Because there's so many stress signs, and maybe you're sitting with them as well, some of them, and not knowing why, but there's something, but because it's kind of invisible, because a lot of this happens inside you, it can be quite frustrating. So that's kind of what this on its own I've seen with different clients, that just when I show them the overview of the bear market stress signs, always from a physical, psychological, and a behavioral level, it's starting to connect with them that, okay, so it isn't just me. That's one thing. And another is that, okay, there is something that can be done about it. Okay? That usually gives some hope. So that's kind of also, with this first episode, the intention that you hopefully, well, first of all, going to figure out, is this a show that I maybe want to continue with? And is this something for me? And then you maybe also ask, how frequently it's going to be? Well, I will aim for bi-weekly Sundays. So every 14 days is kind of, I felt like, yeah, I guess I could do that. I've never really done this before, so it is a little bit out of my comfort zone as well, but I just felt like that eventually you need to show up to the world and share what you have, and thereby the people, well, if you want to, can join and interact. And if you have any questions, send it to me. I'll put the email below, joyfuldanish@gmail.com, or find me on X or other platforms that will be linked below, on X for example. But it's Joyful Danish in one word if you look me up. So yeah, because that's the thing, right? Like, who talks about this stuff? The burnout, the anxiety, the sleep deprived, and the identity shifts, and the emotional hangovers, and the roller coaster that it really can be being in crypto. And how can you stay human in that, you know? How can you come back to your natural state where you actually feel comfortable, you know? But yeah, I've been a therapist since 2012, and then got the degree in psychomotricity in 2001, and been in crypto in 2018. So I kind of know what you go through as well. I don't just read about it and then think like, oh, then I know everything about what you're going through. It really becomes much more real when you're actually in it as well. It's really key. So that's also why I offer online sessions with people, and I do accept crypto as well. You can see more on joyfuldanish.com. And again, you can book a free for a limited time, because again, if this explodes at some point, it might be hard to help everyone. But for now, you can book a free call with no string attached. And it's free. It's simply to check out, could I maybe be what you're looking for, and a support that you actually could use in your life, maybe just for some time. And share some of the many insights and tools that I actually gathered through the years. I would love to do that, and that's kind of what I could see, that somebody needs to do it, and I could see it, and then I felt obligated to like do something, you know. So yeah, this is me trying to do something. And crypto is truly a unique environment. It's a jungle in so many ways, also with the language. Oh yeah, that's even another thing that's actually in the book. I have a crypto dictionary, for example, from crypto to human. Because so many people, when they tend to go into the crypto space, they suddenly start to stop speaking human anymore. They try to explain one crypto word with another or 10 other crypto words. So, yeah, it's there can be many challenges being in the crypto space. And again, thank you for listening. And in closing, I'll just say, to tease a little bit for the next episode, is actually about a crypto founder and how the health aspects of actually winning big time money-wise can have certain consequences on the other sides as well of trying to live a joyful life, you know. So we're going to dive into that as well. We're going to have a lot of different topics also from the book, trying to dive into that, but I'll also be open to whatever suggestions you have, and I'll try to pivot in that direction as well. And we're going to have different guests on from the web3 space, and they're going to share health secrets, longevity hacks, and so on. And I hope you will hopefully see that this could maybe be a support for you. And if it does, please give some feedback. I'd love to hear it. And if you have any questions, please send it to joyfuldanish@gmail.com or some of my socials. But on email will probably be easier. Other than that, thank you for tuning in and stay human. Take care. Bye. Joyful Danish. Stay human. Is it even still possible to stay human? Maybe. It's not too late.